In this video, we are reacting to people getting naked in front of a live audience. Well, this is quite the interesting topic. It caught my eye, caught my attention. It says 6 people stripped down emotionally, and they share their images and stories about their bodies and stuff. So let's just get straight into this video. I don't know.
She been comment me.
I have a hard time being out in public because of my self-consciousness, so I obviously needed to do the extreme thing and be fully nude in front of a crowd of strangers.
I don't know if I can do this.
Let's get naked.
Don't have second doubts. In front of an audience.
I'm about to be naked in front of a live audience. I'm so scared. Okay.
For a lot of my life, I
have a few questions. Where did you guys sign up for this? Naked near me? Like, where? How do you sign up to watch? Is what I'm asking. Where do you sign up? Because I know the cut people probably put out like petitions or whatever, like, oh, but where are you guys buying? Is it free? How are you guys finding this this venue, this location, and what they're serving that night on stage?
made to feel a lot of shame about my body, and there were times where I lost agency over my body, and so this is kind of a way for me to reclaim that.
We are here to celebrate our bodies in all its shapes and forms.
I'm a little nervous, but hey, that's to be expected, right?
It scares the hell out of me, and I like to do those things to get out of my comfort zone.
Who has the courage to go on stage and get naked?
Hello.
I'm so nervous to be here. My name's Alexis. I have a super
Alexis, you don't have to do this.
monologue I'm gonna read really quickly. I've never really had a healthy relationship with myself and my body. I've struggled with heavy mental health issues and have been self-conscious of my appearance at least since middle school.
Let me just derobe. Give me 1 second. I've always been a chubby kid, but from an early age, I had a positive self-image because I was the star of the family. I was born to entertain. I was fearless back then. Once I started school, I soon realized that no one looked like me.
When I was about 8 years old, I got this thing called gyno, which I don't know if
What
any
is
of
that?
you are familiar with gynecomastia. So being unclothed in front of people has always been kind of a nerve-wracking thing for me in general.
I'm 41.
Wait, like he gets titties? No way. That's a thing. What is it called? Gyno? How do you spell that? Gyno is commonly an abbreviation of a condition of enlarged breast tissue in males caused by a hormonal imbalance between estrogen and testosterone. What does it look like? Can't be that bad. Oh. Well, I've seen guys with this. I always just thought they were a little bit bigger. Like they're like, usually I thought you were just like a little overweight. I've seen this. Damn, I've seen this before in the gym. Like growing up, like in what age? Cause I feel like I've seen this in, no, it was high school and middle school a little bit. Yeah, I've seen this. I don't think it's too bad. If you lift weights, wouldn't it kind of go away or no? Does it hang like that? I can see why you wouldn't want your shirt off. I can see.
And I'm finally starting to have a healthy relationship with my body. In my late teens and my early 20s, I was the poster child for purity culture in the church. Purity culture basically says men can't control their lust, so women are responsible for keeping them from sinning by covering up hiding their bodies and moving modestly.
My journey with my weight and my body has been a peculiar one, as I fluctuated between thickness Everkeen and not so slim Jim. I gained the freshman 45 in college and at one point pushed over 275 pounds.
As I got older,
Damn.
my body changed a lot. Being in cheerleading didn't help either. I was just never thin enough. I was still noticeably larger than most of the girls.
When intimate, I would often wear a tank top.
Those are family members? No, it can't be. Copy. That's kind of weird coming to your derobing.
Still noticeably larger than most of the girls.
When intimate, I would often wear a tank top or a t-shirt, trying to steer focus away from the weight and places I didn't want lovers to see. I was ashamed of my curves and swerves, and felt that covering up my body was the only way I could control the narrative as far as how I looked to men, because I was so concerned about what men thought. In 2021, I set out on a mission to run a marathon by the time I turned 30. Running long distance became a sort of therapy for me, allowing me to tap into energies and feelings that I was having, and that kind of translated to overall confidence.
Like many, I am my own worst critic. I don't think I'm alone in self-judgment. But I know I'm also not standing here alone today overcoming trauma. I stand in solidarity with whatever battle you're all fighting internally today. Thank you.
I have a hard time being out in public because of my self-consciousness, and I have a hard time not being fully clothed in front of others. So I obviously needed to do the extreme thing and be fully nude in
That's a good thing though, right? You don't want to feel... You want to feel fully clothed and uncomfortable, right? Like you don't want to be comfortable unclothed in front of random people,
front of
right?
a crowd of strangers.
Or am I missing it?
I was the girl whose story was used as both an example of the dangers of being promiscuous and as a redemption story for turning things around. Back then, I was invited to share my testimony at churches, and I'd stand on stage and I'd describe how I became promiscuous at 13 years old when I was hanging out with 18 and 19-year-old guys. I'd blame myself for what happened, talk about the shame I carried, and then tell this story about how God saved me from that lifestyle. I shared this at over a dozen churches, and not once did an adult ever step in and say, Sammy, this is not your story. Like, you were a kid. Those guys knew better. This shame is not yours to carry. It's theirs.
I tried all the diets, exercises. Did it work? Oh, yes. I had the flattest stomach I've ever had. This was the first time in such a long time I felt good in my body. Did it last? Hell no. Once I went to college, I gained it all back. This would be a constant for me, losing and gaining weight all through my 20s.
Someone tell her this is not a stand-up. Take it serious or get off. It's not stand-up.
6 weeks ago, I had my 4th spinal surgery.
Dang.
After someone I loved threw me into a wall while under the influence of alcohol. With the help of my brand new battery-operated bionic neck, which is installed here up through my spine, I can stand here today feeling better than ever about my self-worth.
No matter how much I hated my body then, now more than ever, I feel good in my body at any size. After all this time, I understand when my body looks healthy and when it doesn't. And I'm not embarrassed of the imperfections because they make me, me. And we all have them. I'm getting into my birthday suit right now to prove to myself that I'm that girl. This fearless, confident person.
I'm not gonna lie, there's probably a lot of people in here that don't care. They're like, if I could fast forward in real life, I'm trying to see some.
I've always been.
Wrong.
When I eventually married, my husband didn't understand when I told him that certain ways of being approached for sex were triggering. He took it as rejection. I became insecure about even walking naked from my bathroom to my bedroom. And honestly, for years, I thought that I was dead inside sexually. But when I left him, I realized I wasn't uninterested in sex. I was just uninterested in sex with someone who treated me like Imagine that.
I guess this is a stand-up comedy show.
So, After filing for divorce, I slowly began to reclaim myself. Without someone constantly pawing at me or criticizing what I wore, I started to develop a healthier relationship with my body. So why am I about to get naked on a stage in front of all of y'all? Well, because it's the ultimate act of reclaiming my body. This is me choosing what I do with it, who I share it with, and what it means. And maybe, just maybe, it's also a little f you to my ex, because he would have never let me do anything like this.
That's ridiculous. So your ex still has that much power over you. Brother, what you doing here? Freak yeah.
In this process of me being up here with my shirt off, which I almost never do, I'm finding a newfound sense of courage and authenticity, for sure. And I'm learning to accept myself fully and to celebrate the strength that comes from being vulnerable.
I hope to get a lot out of this experience, though, and I hope to overcome the negative emotions I feel when trying to live life. I'm coming in with the mindset that if I can do this, why would anything else be hard?
This is me and all of my glory. I'm about to show y'all my ladyboy bits. Here we go.
Oh no.
It feels incredible to make
Just
this
skip that.
decision
I
for
thought he was
myself.
about
To stand here fully in control and say, this body is mine. I mean, so let's get naked.
And I guess I'm gonna get naked now because that's part of the script.
I feel like she's letting her ex run her life still, like her ex-husband. Are you not getting a sense of that? I understand what she was saying, and like he treated me like this, but like if he's making you feel like he would never let me, so I'm gonna do it. I feel like he kind of won in a sense, like in your mind. But at the same time,
I don't know if I can do this.
oh shit! Okay, no one said dance. Okay, everybody's dancing. Every time he come on the screen, I'm looking the complete opposite way.
That was the best therapy I have ever had in my entire life.
He's sweating.
I feel a lot of different great feelings. The shock of what I just underwent is still kind of translating.
I'm feeling great. That was really exciting. I'm definitely not feeling as anxious now that it's over.
I feel pretty incredible, actually. That was pretty empowering, I'm not gonna lie.
White boy was up there. He ain't gonna speak. Yo! Hold on.
I have a hard time being out.
That was pretty.
Hey man, that's the end of the video. Pretty awkward, made me feel a little weird. Not inside, but not in that way. But made me feel like, I don't know. It was just weird. But this is them in their full fits if y'all care. But I'm about to end the video right here. Appreciate y'all for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.